Alright there guys, today's video is going to be a little bit more interesting. We're not going to be talking about kiddie pool safety, we're not going to be talking about gardening, and we're not going to be talking about birthday parties. Today is strictly tractor stuff, so if you like tractor videos, this is the one for you. On the list of things to do today, got some mowing to do. It's kind of boring, but so we'll keep that short, but I will show you how I removed the mower deck, how easy that is for those of you that might struggle with it or wonder how easy or difficult it is to remove a mower deck from a VX. I'll show you that. And then, kind of exciting part, my neighbor has a job for me. Alright? I don't know if I'm getting paid, but he does have a job for me. He's got some dirt to remove. He's going to pour some concrete. So we're going to remove about 8 inches of some topsoil, and we're going to be putting that in the dump trailer. So that's pretty cool. And then there'll probably be a part 2 of that video as well, because I'll be hauling in some sand for him. He's going to put some 4 inches of sand down and then 4 inches of concrete on top of that. So that's kind of cool. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens. I got the mowing done. It didn't take very long. Watch and did it. It actually took me about 2 hours. I got the townhome place done, and then I got my lawn done, and trimmed, so it looks pretty good. Semi. So anyway, the situation now is it's supposed to storm here at about 7 o'clock tonight. We're supposed to get a line of pretty severe thunderstorms with some hail and possibly tornadic weather. Well, nothing new in Minnesota. We get that often. However, I got to dig a hole. I got to remove some dirt for the neighbor, so I got to get the tractor ready for that. And obviously, I wanted to finish all my mowing before I took the mower deck off and put the loader and the backhoe on. So mowing's done. Now it's time to remove the mower deck. And then I'm going to remove the 3-point assembly so I can get the backhoe on. Mostly just for ballast, but I might need it too, so I thought I'd put it on and give it a, get those hydraulics moving a little bit. It's been sitting for a while. So, all right, I'm going to take the mower deck off. I want you to see what I'm doing here. There are 3 pins. There's this one, there's one on the other side that looks just like it, and there's this one. This is the front. Those 3 pins, and they come off quite easily. I could probably do it while holding the camera. Yeah, see, that one's loose already. I should tell you though that you want to have your mower deck all the way down to the lowest setting possible on that dial. That way, these pins are going to be a piece of cake for you to remove. Also, squirt a little WD-40 on them from time to time, and they'll even move better. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing this all one-handed. This one will be loud. There we go. And I'll just take this whole thing off. Normally, I leave that on, but I'm taking it off today. This comes out. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. Okay, you guys are going to have to watch me from a distance. Gotta take the PTO shaft off, which is easy. Just gotta reach underneath, pull it off. That's done. And then as long as you are on some semi-clean, smooth surface, this mower deck moves pretty easily. However, first I got to raise those arms because then they're out of the way. Alright, now it's I think and I want it out of the way. that. It's that simple. Taking it off takes less than a minute really. Putting it on, maybe 2 minutes. Now for the 3-point hitch. My order of operation here is first going to be remove this receiver hitch. Yes, eventually it will get painted orange. I will get to it someday, guys. I'm going to loosen these turnbuckles and then just take some pins off, and this whole assembly will come off, and I'm going to try to keep it as intact as possible so when I put it back on it will not take as long. So you guys can watch and see how I do that. Everything is attached. That's about as few pins as you could possibly take out for this to work. So that's how it works for me. And done. Alright, here we are. Gonna hook up the loader. I haven't done a loader hookup and takeoff video for a while, so in case you haven't seen my other video, what I like to do is get about, about 12 inches, 10 to 12 inches away from the loader arm. So the bracket and the loader arm about 12 inches apart. I do that because now it gives me plenty of room to get in here with my hands and move these caps and hook up the lines without any problems. So see how easy that is. I also, if you notice, have my hoses draped over this side of my loader, so I have plenty of room to work with. It's just all a little bit more convenient. So okay, the loader is all hooked up and ready to go. But this is going to be the tricky part. As you can see, I do not have a lot of room back here to work with. Got a couple things working against me. First, I do not have the backhoe on level ground. As you can see, there's some rocks. I don't have a lot of room. Well, that's another thing we already talked about. This is going to take a little while. Notice I do have the backhoe propped up on a block of wood. That is so I can still have enough length with these hydraulic hoses to hook up, and once I get those hooked up, it takes a little bit of manipulating with the hydraulic system to get that to line up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll probably speed this part up so it's not so boring for you, but I'll set you guys to the side so you can watch and see what's going on. I hope you give me a little credit there. That's a hard thing to do. Tight spot, not level. I don't think this backhoe's been on for at least almost a year, I would say. Close to a year. I think I used it last July or last August maybe. So it doesn't get used a lot, but boy is it nice to have when you need it. Sure beats a shovel. So she's on now. I'm gonna go back to the garage and I might as well grease it up a little bit because it's going to get used along with the loader. Okay, here we go. Alright, well, the situation is kind of weird here. It was marked with white paint is all going to be removed 8 inches down, sand brought in, concrete on top of that. Getting in here and then loading the dirt on the dump trailer is going to be a trick, so I got to figure out my best plan of action for that. So, but it'll be fun. Alright, stay tuned. For me, so I'm gonna dump it right here in the yard. Sorry, it's a little windy here, guys. Can't do much about that. Oh, it's really nice when you don't have to touch a shovel to do this job. Load trail trailer. This is a 5x10. Has 5,000 pound capacity in this configuration. I could get bigger axles and lift even more, but I really don't need to. And there we go. Gotta love a dump trailer. Hey everyone, well, I just sold that load of dirt that I had to somebody about 20 minutes away from me. Sold it for 75 bucks, put on the ad free delivery. I got to the place, backed up the load of dirt right where the guy wanted it. Seemed like a pretty nice guy, straight shooter. He was a pretty good guy anyway. And then before I dumped the load, I had my finger on the button and I said, "You got the money for me?" And his eyes did the deer in the headlight thing. What kind of money are you talking about? And I said, well, $75, free delivery is what I told him. And he goes, "I thought it was free." Well, he didn't read the ad very well. So, being the nice guy I am, I said, "Sorry, you didn't read it well. You're kind of helping me out by taking it this fast. I'll settle at 60 bucks. How's that sound?" And he was okay with that. And he even offered to drop off another 15 bucks another time. And I said, "Don't worry about it." But I did tell him I got another load of dirt. If he's interested, he seemed pretty interested. So, I'm happy, he's happy, everyone's happy. Easy money, really. And of course, he had to ask about my dump trailer. That's a handy tool when you don't have to use a shovel. Alright guys, I gotta wrap this day up. I got some more digging to do for my neighbor, and hopefully we can finish that job either tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow for sure I should have it done, but maybe even tonight if the rain holds off. They're talking storms tonight, so oh well, here we go. It is what it is. Or as Paul Short would say, it tis what it tis, and it couldn't be no tizzer. Right, Paul? Alright. Okay, take it easy, guys. More later.